Hello students, in this part we will discuss on the next component which are help in photosynthesis process, that is chloroplast. Chloroplast. As we know that in plants photosynthesis process occurred in leaves. The photosynthesis process occurred in plants in the green parts, and the green part in plants are mostly leaves, but in small plants stem also help in photosynthesis process because the small plant the stem is green in color, but mostly the photosynthesis process occurred in leaves. Suppose this is the leaves structure of a leaf. When we magnify the internal structure or anatomy of a leaf, then we can say that just a leaf contain outer layer, upper layer. You can say that upper layer is made up of epidermis, and just a lower layer and lower epidermis. This is the upper lower epidermis, and this one is lower epidermis. Lower epidermis contain stomata. These are bean-like structures, and the upper layer is covered with a cuticle layer. This contains stomata. Just between the upper and lower, there are two types of cells of parenchyma tissue. One is perpendicular long cell which are densely attached. Those are known as palisade cell. These are the palisade cell. And then lower side there are specially means the large gap contain cell which are known as spongy cell. Both cells, spongy cells as well as palisade cell, are the part of parenchyma tissue. These are the palisade cell. And these are spongy cell. The palisade cell and spongy cell means just between the upper epidermis and lower epidermis, this region is known as mesophyll. The leaf part between the upper epidermis and lower epidermis, this region is known as mesophyll. The process of photosynthesis occurred in the mesophyll. At the center there is a special structure which is known as vascular bundle contained. This is the vascular bundle. As we anatomically magnify the vascular bundle, then we can see, or as we enlarge the mesophyll cell, you can see that enlarge the mesophyll cell, then we can see this structures, this one like structures. The nucleus. The nucleus in plant is mostly covered with the vacuum or vacuoles. The mostly part of the nucleus in plants is covered by the vacuoles, and this one is contained a small nucleus as well as just near to the nucleus an oval shaped structure present. This oval shaped structure is known as a chloroplast. We will discuss on this part, chloroplast. When we again magnify the chloroplast, we can see that this oval-like structures is bilayered. This is bilayered. Oval-like structure is called chloroplast. After this one. This is a bilayered structure, your bilayered organelles. In the surface, a jelly-like substance, a jelly-like fluid is present, which is called, this surface is known as stroma. This is called stroma. In stroma, many membranes are present just like as a plate-like structures in a stack. The single membrane is known as thylakoid. Thylakoid. When these thylakoid are attached in a stack-like structure, or you can say that pages of a notebook, then this makes the single granum, and these are grana. All granum are attached with a long tubules through a inner membrane. Or with other granum. These membrane, these tubules are known as stroma lamellae, which we have already discussed in anatomy of flowering plants. This is the structure of a chloroplast. This one is chloroplast. Chloroplast is a bilayered cell organelles. The surface is filled with a jelly-like fluid that is called stroma. In stroma, many membranes are attached with each other, over each other, just like as the pages of a notebook. The single membrane is known as thylakoid, and the stack of thylakoid is known as single grana. You can say that granum. This is the granum. And all these are in combinedly collectively called grana. In the thylakoid membrane, the green pigments are present. Thylakoid contains green pigments. Means when we magnify this thylakoid, it has this one like structures. And between these membranes there are green pigments present. These green pigments are responsible for the absorption of sunlight, and pigments are known as chlorophyll. This is the structure of a chloroplast. Now we can see that photosynthesis process is two types. One is light reaction and other one is dark reaction. The reaction which the photosynthesis process which occurred in presence of sunlight, that is called light reaction, and the process which occurred in the absence of sunlight, that is called dark reaction. Sunlight photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process is basically two types: light reaction or dark reaction. लाइट रिएक्शन मींस फोटोसिंथेसिस प्रोसेस हमेशा लाइट की प्रेजेंस में होती है, तो कहां होती है? थाइलाकॉइड के अंदर. थाइलाकॉइड के अंदर कौन सी? लाइट रिएक्शन होगा. एंड दिस रिएक्शन इज आल्सो नोन एज फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन. फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन. The light reaction which occurred always in thylakoid is known as photophosphorylation, and the dark reaction is always occurred in stroma. Dark reaction is always occurred in stroma. This one is also known as Melvin-Calvin cycle or C3 pathway, which we will discuss C3 and C4 later and last in the chapter. Photophosphorylation or light reaction is cyclic as well as non-cyclic. This is the both type of cyclic process as well as non-cyclic. We all discussed all these words later, and this only is a non-cyclic process. This is the major difference between the light reaction and dark reaction. Light reaction always occurred in thylakoid. This is known as photophosphorylation, as well as this reaction is cyclic or non-cyclic. Whereas dark reaction is discovered by the Melvin-Calvin. There are two scientists, Melvin-Calvin cycle as well as C3 pathway or non-cyclic process. So this is the process in where the photosynthesis process occurred. This is the chloroplast. How the structure of chloroplast can be obtained and what is the process can be take place in the photosynthesis process, light or whether is dark reaction. Clear?